Welcome to day 3 of the Nutrien Classic here at Tamworth. Co-host here on the night 3's wrap-up, Brydie Hughes. Welcome, Brydie, up onto the panel.
Thank you, Brett. Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure, and we want to run through the events that we've had today. We started off out there at 6 a.m. with the Charlie Maher Memorial Young Guns.
Yeah.
We've seen some big runs there. We also came into the indoor arena 8 a.m. and started with the second round, the wet work of the Pryde's EasiFeed Performance Horse Challenge. So we've got through to run 100 in that. We're stopping until 4 p.m.
Yeah.
We'll get the last 50 riders done there. We've already had a stack of scores up there in the leaderboard. We'll come back to that. It's once again the competition has just been first class here today, day 3. We've backed it up day after day, and it's no surprise to see that we've got 91 points leading the Charlie Maher Memorial Young Guns.
Absolutely. And I think it's a kudos to these kids too. Some of them have never even ridden these horses. I know someone that rode our horse, young Darby Ryan, he sat on Benaya for the first time yesterday afternoon. So I think it's great to see these young kids out riding horses that they're not familiar with and running great scores as well.
Building on that, we know Darb's got 89 points. He didn't just ride him, he smashed one round. So he's 89 points. He had the Ride Act read to him last night. He must not go to the bar. He must be home. He must stay. It's worked.
It did. I think I had him a little bit scared, and I think Jim Ryan and Beck would be quite proud of me, but he stuck to his guns, and well done, Dub.
Yeah, and it's paid off. And they've also been given the opportunity to ride these horses, and they've respected that opportunity, and they've taken it on board, and they've done the right thing. They've turned up. And they're getting paid back for it. So we'll run through the leaderboard. Lockie Tyler on Squirt, another Seligman spin horse that's just come down here and setting the world on fire. So he's got 91 points. Daniel Cable on Rosette. Now, little tie up of this story, that's a full sister to Chevron Ivory, who has been, in our campdraft performance horse industry, just a dead set legend, and what a great thing to see the family. That's it's not only Ivory, it's his sisters and his progeny.
Those strong lines continue on.
Will Edwards and Porter with 90 points, Shani Beaches overtime 90 points, and Warwick Pearsall, Temerang Destiny Serenity, Jock and Kate Gordon Stallion 90 points. It's so great that obviously. A testament to Serenity, different riders all still get to run the big scores.
Absolutely, and I think it's so good to see these horses with other people on them as well. I know the Young Guns is one of my favourite events, and it's always good to go through the draw when the draws are first brought out to see, what young riders are on these great horses. We always see these horses with their usual riders on them, but to see kids on them, it's just it's really good to see. Absolutely.
Now, we're going to come through to the second round of the Pryde's EasiFeed Performance Horse Challenge. So we've seen the wet work. Currently on the leaderboard, we have Emma O'Shea and Gnarly Fruit Bat. The last time we seen Emma in the Pryde's EasiFeed Performance Horse Challenge was 2 years ago, where Emma finished second, finished runner-up on a horse Royale Time to Fly.
Yeah.
She's here to settle a score. She's not going home empty-handed. She wants to give us all a tune-up in the camp draft, which she's succeeding. She wants to do it in the challenge. Well, she's leading now with 50 to go. Then she wants to whoop us all again in the Standardbred Challenge. So she's setting up for a big week, and she rides a horse that's quite suitably named Gnarly Fruit Bat by the deceased Kiwon Combat. Was purchased for $18,000 in 2020. So they've seen something there to get that horse, bring it back, gelding, in for all the gelding incentives,
Absolutely, and she's such a fierce competitor, Emma, isn't she? There's not much she can't do, and I think we'll also see her shine in the Standardbred competition as well.
Oh, thanks for that. Yeah, I see her shine. What do you think? We're all in there. We've got to try and compete against her. So we're going to see that match up. 2 years ago, we had first and second. We had Josh Smith, Geom Hart, Emma, Rail Time to Fly. We got a two-point split the other way. So Emma's on 164 points. We've still got 50 to run, don't forget.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Josh Smith and Knipes Reaver sit back 2 points behind, 162. And then Cody Stevens on the Hazelwood Comment, EB's raking on
Yeah.
right up there.
Yeah, I did see Cody Stevens' run, and it was a really good cow horse run. He done really well.
Not only that, he's got 90 points on that horse in the first round of the Classic.
Yeah, tough combination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we all know Code, know how he wants to, set up and stick it to him. So, at the moment, the 200 to the end of the Classic is currently being conducted. So we won't have the full wrap up right now, but they're about 30 runs into that second section. The score so far has come from a horse of Tim McLaughlin, Southeast Queensland, rider Luke Bennett,
Yeah.
Peelvale Chick Swish,
Yeah.
90 points. It was a great round. Everything was spot on, picture perfect, and the tail was unbelievable. I think Tim spends more time on that tail than anyone I've ever seen. So, and it just was. Yeah, the tail was beautiful.
She's a great mare.
Well, we go back and look at mare lines over the last few years, and you say she's out of Wishes that won the World Championship draft
Down
at
at
Sydney
Sydney,
Show.
yeah.
So, great mothers by Millionic. It's and Tim bought her out of the Willinga Park sale as a yearling, has taken her home, broken her in, and come all the way through, and has got the jockey now in Luke Croc Bennett. We all know that his favourite footwear of choice are Crocs, and if it was legal, they'd all have spurs on them, and away he'd go.
And I think it's the new hat as well. I see he's got a new hat.
Got the new cutter, everything's styling up. He's got 90 points in the Open on Malungra's Moonbeam. So we'll just go back and recap where it still sits with 92 points with Dan Conant and Royal Crown Whiskey. As it stands at the moment, that horse looks to final in the challenge with Penny McIntosh.
Yeah.
So once again, phenomenal. These horses are doing it in both arenas.
Yep, and with different riders as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
A back over, Penny goes through the motions, no dramas, beautiful horse. Max Sheehan's still up there with 91 points. It's just going to be a ding-dong battle in the second round, and can't wait to see it.
It will be great to watch.
So tomorrow we kick off at 6 a.m. with the second round of the Martin Stock Haulage Open Camp Draft, which, Benaya, your resident stallion, you have him through to that second round yourself.
Yeah, we got him through. Bit of jockey error, but yeah, no. Excited to run him again.
And there's progeny also in the second round by Benaya as well, so he's not there just himself, he's also got his progeny in there.
Yeah, no, it's really great to see.
Now, then we come back and we'll see the final. We've got the first final of the week, the 2 weeks actually, here at Tamworth. We'll see someone win that horse float, the Pryde's EasiFeed Performance Horse Challenge, a Navajo trailer.
Yeah.
It'll be the first time we get everyone in here to see, there's big spoils, there's big things to happen. You guys have won the challenge before,
we did.
Nathan winning the trailer. So you know firsthand how excited it is when you get to win a prize of that.
Oh, absolutely. It's always a good night, and I think the crowd really gets behind all the riders in that final. And it's also great to see that there's 5 young guns being taken into that challenge final as well. So I think that's a great opportunity for them, and yeah, well done.
It's a great initiative from Nutrien, like the young guns, and then the challenge. They're really nurturing the younger riders to bring through, and we said it last night with Gail that it's really setting up these guys, setting their future as trainers, and it's a great stepping stone. Yeah. So tell us about the sale horses you have. You got by your resident sire.
Yeah, we've brought down 13 sale horses. We've got lot 41, Players Garter. He's by Ray Garter out of a Playboy Roy mare on account of Darren and Kathy Jones. He's a novice horse. He placed third in the Warwick Gold Cup a couple of years ago. He was also reserve champion here in the Classic Challenge with Nathan on board, and he also was reserve champion with Darren on board over in the Camp Draft Arena for the Classic that year. I think he's one of our standout horses, definitely. Sad sale for Darren and Kathy, but I'm sure he'll make someone very, very competitive horse.
Well, that's great news, and obviously the horse he's you know, second round of the Open with yourself. He's in the final of the Young Guns with Derby.
Yeah.
You just don't let Nathan ride him. It's just not a good choice.
I think he's a ladies' horse, but then Derby just proved me wrong. Yeah, Nathan rides him sometimes, but I don't think he's allowed.
We need a new excuse. We can't say ladies' horse anymore. We need something to keep him off it, so it's you know, you don't have to let him ride him anymore.
No, he's got a young sire coming through at home, so hopefully that keeps him off Ben for a little bit longer.
Well, that's day 3. We look forward to coming back to do the wrap up in day 4. We're going to have the first round of the Classic complete, so we'll see all the leaders going through there. We'll have our finalists for the Open Camp Draft, the Martin Stock Haulage Open Camp Draft that are going to go through. We'll have the finalists for the Pryde's EasiFeed Performance Horse Challenge. The days are starting to heat up. We're really getting to the pointy end before we come sale time. Now's where it all heats up. We're going to have the finalists, where they draw in the final, all the strategies come into place. I'd like to once again thank my co-host. It's been great, Bridie, for coming on and sharing insight into your horses and the show and how it's all been going.
Thank you.
Yes, I'd like to thank Brydie Hughes Wilson for coming on the show here tonight, and we'll see you for day 4.